what you just saw me make was the first coaster of this entire amusement park. And as you can see, it's not really very pretty or anything really. It's kind of small, it's short, it has some very slow parts, it's not fast or anything, but that's intentional. This is supposed to be where the park started. Like, this used to not all be here. This was nothing, this was just forest or something. And this has been built up since, and it used to be just this here, pretty much. And it's kind of like where it started, and I know the focus of this amusement park isn't even the rides, it is the mini games, but I wanted to do some fun things with the rides, and this one doesn't really have anything that fun, but I discovered some stuff that I can use to make future rides more fun. So I discovered down here that you can add momentum to entities using editing the motion NBT tag, the data modify, and so I can create chain lifts and stations that automatically launch you out. So I can add a full launched coaster ride, which is going to be super cool, and I really want to do that. I could even make fully custom coasters without having to do weird slime block redstone stuff, which will be really fun. And the way this coaster works is press this button and a minecart spawns. It doesn't move, and notice there's no powered rails. There's only one powered rail in the entire coaster. I gave up. I don't want to do an extra chain lift kind of thing. And as soon as you get in, it starts moving out of the station, which is pretty cool. And it just kind of sends you down here, and then you kind of slows you down a little bit. I might increase the chain lift speed, I'm not sure. And as you can see, we're moving at a constant speed. There's no powered rails, and we get like a nice little chain lift in it. I was pretty proud of this, honestly. Make it a nice big hill, and I'll just be quiet now. So as you can see, that's pretty slow at the end. Like, you can see we barely make it over some hills. I'm kind of imagining it as airtime, but it's not, I know. I don't know why. And it kicks us out right there, and minecart kind of stops there. This is just a spawn initially, and you can always just get back in the same one. It'll work. It'll still move you. But that's the entire coaster. It's nothing fancy. And also, I built this sign. It's called the Wooden Tumble. I couldn't think of anything better. And so if you have any name suggestions, please give me some, at least as long as it can fit in a sign that's about this size. So this is the first coaster of the park, and I'm pretty proud of it. At least the chain lift thing, that was pretty cool to me. And yeah, that's the first coaster. Let's move on. So I just finished making the second minigame of this amusement park. I called it Melting Point, and it's very similar to like a TNT run style game, and it's really fun. So I have a friend here helping me play it, because it's really not that fun with one person. We have two items that we also get, the flame rod and the flame wand. This has knockback, and this is just a rod, and they're used. There's 3 layers of bricks that are then taken away into your feet. And let's just go ahead and start, and I'll explain it as we go. I'm probably going to lose. You see this nice little countdown. There we go. And we just kind of run around, and as you can see beneath my feet, they're turning into normal stone bricks and cracked stone bricks. and cracked and then turn into air. And you can see kind of here, there's 3 layers underneath. Now we can use the wands, and I already died. So if we die, we kind of get teleported away, and the other person gets 10 tokens, or anyone who's still alive will get 10 tokens. I'm going to start one more game so we can kind of see it a little better, because I kind of died quickly. So essentially, like, a good strategy is kind of just go around, although with the wands and stuff that can be challenging because they're going to try and knock you off. And with more players, this would definitely be more fun. But we can kind of see that we can hit them into the holes, or we can use the flame rod, which doesn't have infinite durability, so you use it wisely to kind of pull them into holes that you might. So it's kind of good just to have it latched onto somebody and use it when you can. Kind of stay near them and pull it when you think there's a hole that they can fall into. So I'm kind of just waiting. They're about to hit me with the flame wall. I'm going to try and make a hole, which is a very risky strategy, but it can be helpful. I pulled them in here, I know that, yep. Okay. So as you can see, that's a pretty simple game, but it's really fun, especially with a lot of players, and I called it Melting Point. That's all the commands for it over there. I can explain how it works. I'm going to try and explain these command blocks as quickly as possible. There aren't very many, but it's quite a lot of stuff, so let's just get right into it. So the game start happens when a redstone block is placed here, and I'll just go over this first. So game starts, it gives everyone the tag, it fills the floor up, and it teleports them to the starting box thing. This command block doesn't have anything because I'm dumb. Sets the spawn point back to the starting area, and actually no it doesn't. It sets it to another box that's above it so it can do death stuff. It clears everyone's inventory, it gives everyone adventure mode, which means they can't place or break blocks. It gives them the flame wand and the flame rod. These all have fancy NBT tags, lots of things like that to give them the fancy names. And it also will start this countdown. 10 ticks in repeaters is 1 second. So this is 4, 4, and 2. And it does a simple title, which goes to 3, and then it plays a noise, the ding noise. It does the same thing with 2 and 1 different colors, and then it destroys removes the block beneath the player so they fall to the ground, and it does the sound as well. That's like the worded noise. And this is how the dead players are checked for, because as I said, it sets a spawn point to a box above the ground, above the first starting one, and players will instantly go there, and then as soon as they're in that area, they'll get teleported back, so it looks like they respawn there. But as it does that, it also will give 10 tokens to every single player that is still alive, and removes tags and things like that that are necessary. Next, we can go over the floor command blocks. So these are basically the same exact thing, the same exact command block too, just stacked up. And as you can see, the signs kind of tell, like, when the player is above a red nether brick, it turns to another brick, then another to the cracked nether bricks, and then cracked to air. And it does the same thing, and there's reason there's 5 is because it does like the 4 surrounding as well, not just the one below you. And that makes it a little more satisfying, a little more fast too. And if I did repeating, the game would be too fast and basically impossible to play, so I just use this observer clock that activates each one in succession so that it works properly and doesn't like destroy the floor too fast for you to survive. The reason that these command blocks are still out in the open is because this entire thing is going to move at some point. I don't know when. It's going to move to a nether themed area once I have that. Right now, currently, all I have is forest and plains. I'm moving into a plains that way, but forest is probably going to continue this way. And this is going to become a train station or some sort of transportation thing that will teleport players to and from places once they unlock it, I think. Or it'll just cost tokens to fast travel every single time. And that's why these aren't covered up in a fancy building yet. That is how Melting Point works. It's pretty simple. So I also just finished another new minigame called Hide and Seek, or Chicken Hunt actually, because each hider becomes a chicken. And then the chicken hunter has to find things. And I have a friend here to help me test this game out, show it off, because it's not really possible with only one person. These are the rules if you want to read them, but I'm just going to kind of go ahead and get started. So it's currently really dark in here. I'm going to fix this, but we have these little pods that you can go into. I'm going to go into the chicken pod. He went into the hunter pod. And we kind of start. Now I'm chicken. If I were to zoom out, you can kind of see I look exactly like a chicken. It goes where I run. And it has the running animation. And we can go pretty much anywhere. We get this little notification the hunter has been released. And there's lots of little hiding spots in this map. And the chicken does kind of push you, and it's really annoying, but if you get into a spot like this, it doesn't really matter too much. And I'm going to show off the map a little bit. So hopefully he doesn't find me. He's right there. It's kind of scary, to be honest, but I'm going to try and just sneak around. I'm going to get into the cave area. There's lots of little hiding spots. Might not show off all of them. But I'm going to try and get into the cave without him. That was very scary. I wasn't sure where he went. Okay, I'm in the cave now. I can show this off. And basically, it's a little cave. This is actually where the hunter starts. The hunter will start in this little pod here. There will be iron bars here. And there's quite a few little spots in here. There's this one, and there's one that actually isn't possible to get in. Currently, I'm going to fix it, but it's in here, in this water. With the chicken that kind of pushes you out of the way, you can't really... You're supposed to, like, swim and get into this little hole here, and there's, like, a little gap back there where you can stay, but you can't really do that. And it's a pretty good spot to hide. Chickens will spawn down here. And I'm going to head back up. Never mind. Let's hope. Oh, they didn't see that. Right there. Oh gosh, that was really close. No, I hated that. Okay, that was pretty fun though. Anyway, let's head back up. It's more fun to keep moving. It's nicer to be a hunter. And you get 1 token every 10 seconds you're alive, and if the hunter kills some player, they get 25 tokens. Anyway, I'm probably just revealed myself, didn't I? Because chickens don't climb ladders. Also, I can't see a thing. The sliding can be really annoying, but it's honestly kind of good so that you keep moving, so you don't like stay in one spot the entire time. It's also a little helpful to the hunter, because it can be hard to be a hunter, but you can have multiple hunters if you want. I'm gonna drop down as soon as it comes up. Oh, that was really close. Anyway, I'm gonna go hide in this spot over here that I know exists. Oh, I was slain. Oh, I didn't even see you. Okay, so that was a good game. I'm gonna be the hunter now to kind of show off how that looks and the tells of being a chicken. So we go into this room again. It's gonna be brighter, I swear. I just haven't gotten around to that yet. And I'm the hunter now. I get this chicken slayer weapon. I still have the seeds. I have to do the clearing of the inventory. And we wait 7 seconds for these bars to go down. I think it's about 7. Oh no, it might be 11 actually, not 7. I'm not really sure. The hunter's been released. I can go out here. I can find the other players. It's a lot more fun with probably more hiders, but 2 people is also pretty fun. So let's go try and find. This chicken slayer weapon has like sharpness 49. So you can kind of like kill everything. And it instant kills a player. And the chickens that are being used as the player chickens can't die, so that's not a worry. They have vulnerability and no AI. So... And let's look around a little more for... Oh, that looks suspicious. I think I just saw that. I think I just saw something. I swear I did. Now we're doing that. I swear I saw a very suspicious chicken. That chicken is also kind of suspicious. Is there any chickens out there? Because you can get on top of the silo. I'm gonna head up here because there's some spots up here, as we saw last time. No, okay. It's kind of hard to be a hunter, to be honest. I mean, you just kind of have to look around for the tells. Gliding, sprint jumping. Things chickens don't normally do. And also when they, like, walk off a ledge, their wings won't flap. So, you just gotta wander around. And let's just keep looking around. I mean, you can pretty much just keep killing every single chicken you see until you find someone, but there's hiding spots that they can be in, so that's the tricky part of it. It's maybe they're like in an edge. I'm gonna try going up here. I don't know if that tractor was. Maybe I can look around. Hey, that's kind of sus. That's very sus. Maybe. Well, that movement looked natural, actually. Maybe that's not. I'm gonna head down. That might just be a chicken on a fence post. Okay, never mind. Wait, was there a chicken in this rock? Because I know that's a good spot. I was at last time. Oh, okay. I know there's lots of little spots in the hay bales for chickens to be. So this is tough. I'm running out of areas to look, aren't I? I could just kill every single chicken I see. Wood, I'm assuming, is what that riddle's supposed to be. The chicken that you cannot see is hiding where chickens cannot be. A hiding place is very good. Being protected by... I mean, good rhymes with wood, and that's the one thing I can think of. And there's a forest area over here. I mean... Wait. Is it... Technically trapdoors are wood. Is it in one of these? Okay, not there I guess. Very best spot in the game. Okay. It's not bad. I feel like it's in a tree. I was right, okay. But I just checked all the trees. Killed so many chickens. Is it that tree? Wait, how do you even get in there? Okay, it's this one. Oh! But like, how? Is there barrier blocks that I just... Oh, and now I'm stuck. Luckily, I have saturation. Well, that's an interesting spot, to be honest. I'm not gonna get rid of it or anything. Pretty good. Yeah, I can't do it. That was a great spot, to be honest. Alright. We have finished the game. And that's basically the game. It was a really long recording session, but that was pretty fun, I would say. I'm pretty proud of this one. The map's decent. It's not the biggest map ever or anything, but it can't handle that with players. And yeah, that's Chicken Hunt. The third minigame in Ludorum Land is what I'm calling it right now. Thank you for watching this video. The first one didn't do as well as I was hoping, but I'm going to continue to make these videos because they are improving my editing skills and are just pretty fun to make. So if you have any suggestions, leave them in the comments. Thanks again, and farewell.